Okay, so before we ended, uh, we were trying to look at different kind of communicators. Now, there are two components to to the way we behave. One is dominance, uh, like the way you can dominate people. 1 minute, let me show you like this. So two components, one is dominance and the other is consideration for others. ठीक है, अब इससे हमारा जो है ये चार्ट बनता है. You can plot dominance and consideration for others like this. ठीक है, so you will have people in these quadrants. So this is the first quadrant, for example. So this is the first quadrant, this is the second quadrant, this is the third quadrant. For so I don't know, नहीं हो रहा है. Anyway, so ये फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट है, सेकंड क्वाड्रेंट है, थर्ड क्वाड्रेंट है, ये फोर्थ क्वाड्रेंट है. तो ये अगर आप डोमिनेंस यहाँ पे रखेंगे, so that means the dominance increases as you go up and consideration for other increases as you move down, move this way. Okay, तो यहाँ पे जो क्वाड्रेंट है, यहाँ पे आपका डोमिनेंस भी हाई है और कंसिडरेशन फॉर अदर्स भी हाई है. नाउ इफ यू लुक एट दिस क्वाड्रेंट, तो आपका क्या है, डोमिनेंस तो हाई है बट कंसिडरेशन फॉर अदर इज लेस. सो ये कंसिडरेशन का क्वाड्रेंट है, ये मतलब लाइन है, और ये डोमिनेंस का लाइन है. तो ये वाले जो ऊपर दो क्वाड्रेंट्स है उसमें डोमिनेंस हाई है, पर इस वाले में, लेफ्ट वाले में जो है कंसिडरेशन फॉर अदर्स कम है, बट नेक्स्ट वाले क्वाड्रेंट में कंसिडरेशन फॉर अदर्स हाई है. Now, if you look at this, अब consideration for others तो high है, पर dominance low है, और यहाँ पे दोनों ही लो है, consideration for others भी लो है और dominance भी लो है. Okay, so based on these two factors, you know, तो कभी कभी हम अपने पर्सनल लाइफ में भी बोलते हैं ना, वो उनको तो सिर्फ अपनी सुझाई देता है, बाकी किसी के बारे में नहीं देखते हैं, है ना. बट ही इज वेरी aggressive about his own good, but he's not considered about others. So we have different kind of people. Okay, so depending on that, you can classify them as different kind of communicators. जो पैसिव है वो किस क्वाड्रेंट में आएगा, उसका डोमिनेंस क्या होगा, हाई होगा या लो होगा. पैसिव का डोमिनेंस क्या होगा, हाई की लो. एनीवन?
मैम समझ में नहीं आया.
अच्छा, तो बोले जब हम हमारी जो पर्सनालिटी होती है वो दो चीजों पे डिपेंड करती है। एक तो हम कितने डोमिनेंट हैं और हम दूसरे के लिए कितने कंसिडरेट है। okay? तो एक हम अपने लिए डोमिनेंस का क्या मतलब है, अपनी बात रखना चाहते हैं, और कंसिडरेशन के लिए कंसिडरेट का मतलब है कि हम दूसरे की बात कितनी समझते हैं। तो ये दोनों चीजों से हमारी पर्सनालिटी या हमारा स्टाइल ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन डिसाइड होता है। तो अगर हम कोई कह रहे हैं कि पैसिव है, तो पैसिव वर्ड सुन के आपको क्या लगता है? कंसिडरेशन फॉर अदर्स क्या होगा और कंसिडरेशन फॉर सेल्फ क्या होगा? पैसिव है। पैसिव हमने वो भी देखा है ना, पैसिव फंड मैनेजर, राइट? तो पैसिव है तो क्या मतलब है उसका?
कंसिडरेशन फॉर अदर्स।
हाँ, क्या है, हाई कि लो?
हाई है मैम।
हाई होगा मैम।
नहीं, पैसिव मतलब डजंट मैटर, कुछ खास फर्क नहीं पड़ता है। तो पैसिव का क्या मतलब है? कंसिडरेशन फॉर अदर्स इज ऑल्सो लो, कंसिडरेशन फॉर सेल्फ इज ऑल्सो लो। वो जो हैप्पी गो लकी होते हैं ना, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, वो है पैसिव। पैसिव आर पीपल जिनका कंसिडरेशन फॉर अदर्स इज ऑल्सो लो एंड कंसिडरेशन फॉर सेल्फ इज ऑल्सो लो। नाउ लेट अस लुक एट एग्रेसिव। एग्रेसिव का डोमिनेंस क्या होगा, हाई कि लो?
मैम हाई।
हाई होगा मैम।
हाई।
करेक्ट, एग्रेसिव का डोमिनेंस हाई होगा। कंसिडरेशन फॉर अदर्स
लो
लो होगा मैम।
correct. Consideration for self is high, but consideration for others is low. Now passive aggressive,
moderate consideration, moderate self as well as others consideration.
no, dominance is high. Yeah, and right, correct. Passive aggressive means both are low. And assertive का क्या होगा?
Assertive may be something mid between.
In between. So assertive वो लोग होते हैं जिनका consideration for self is also high and consideration for others is very high.
Yes.
So if you look at these are the kind of
balanced
people.
mixture.
Yeah. So these are the people and type of communicators we are looking at. So assertive ऐसे नहीं होते हैं कि अपनी बात ना बोल पाए, अपनी भी बात बोलते हैं और दूसरे की भी बात सुनते हैं, right? So when you want to be successful in your professional life, people are looking at assertive communicators. Okay? And also, when we want to be good communicators, we'll have to flex our style as per the other person's style. Sorry, 1 minute. Okay. So passive communication style is a pattern of avoiding expressing their opinions or feelings, protecting their rights and identifying their considerations. So dominance below hai. They allow grievances and allowance to mount and they're prone to explosive outbursts, which are usually out of proportion to the triggering incident. That is the passive communication style because consideration for self is low. Aggressive communication style is where consideration for self is very high. So is a style of is a style in which individuals express their feelings and opinion and advocate for their needs in a way that violates the right of others. So consideration for self is high, but consideration for others is low. They can be verbally or physically abusive. और फिर हमने देखा assertive. Assertive communicators are people who can clearly set out their feelings. They can express their own opinions and feelings and also protect the rights of others. So these are our behavior styles define our communication. we behave differently according to the situation, and that will decide our communication style. So different kind of behaviors can be passive aggressive, or assertive. So passive is also not good behavior, because your passive behavior is usually because of low self confidence or low self esteem. So पहले जो हमने देखा, where your perception matters. Now दूसरों का perception आपके लिए कुछ भी हो, और अगर आपका perception खुद के लिए सही नहीं है, you will not be able to be a good communicator. You know, पहले we have to be confident about ourselves, only then others will think of us in that light. Okay, so passive people are people low on enthusiasm and no low understanding level. They end up feeling hurt or anxious. They are emotionally dishonest, and because they cannot speak well, you know, they cannot express themselves, so they are emotionally dishonest, and keeps to himself or remain quiet. So these are passive behavior. So as we have seen, you know, only what you say is not important for communication. Also, what you display or what is your body language affects your communication. Okay, so passive people lean back, hand clasped or arm crossed, eyes averted or watching the board, since with fleeting looks and possible sign. And that is what I've been telling you, that your body language has a very important role to play, and maintaining a polite eye contact with the interviewer is very important, because people don't want to recruit passive people, because we have seen that emotionally they are dishonest, they cannot express themselves freely, they keep to themselves, they remain quiet, so nobody wants to recruit people like that. Okay, so we have to make sure that we don't keep our hand clasped like this or armed crossed, eyes averted or watching the board scene with fleeting looks or possible sighs. So maintaining a polite eye contact is important. While talking to others, they allow themselves to be interrupted, because they are not very confident of speaking. They cannot see. If you see, they keep to himself or remain quiet. So passive behavior is not a very sort out behavior in when people are looking for recruiting people. So we have to minimize any of these things which we are doing. So strength, they can analyze discussions or debate. They can listen effectively. खुद बोल नहीं पाते हैं, therefore they can listen effectively. However, the weakness is they ignore or sacrifice their own rights, stay silent than speaking up, can feel inept at time. Inept matlab ki not good enough for doing a job. So in today's time, especially in the BFSI space, nobody wants to recruit people who feel inept or people who are not confident of themselves. So when we are going for an interview, we have to ensure that we don't pass on as passive people. Aggressive. So we have seen their dominance is very high. However, understanding for others is low. So highly enthusiastic, low in understanding, and their objective is to control. And they may tread on others' rights or feeling, may fail to listen to others. So these people again are not good communicators, because बोल तो सकते हैं वो, but they might not be able to listen to others. So again, in professional environment, we are not looking at people who can't listen to others. आप अपनी बात बोल पाते हो, very good, but आपको दूसरे की बात भी तो सुननी है. So again, aggressive behavior is also not a very good professional behavior. So possible body language would be they invade space, they speak loudly, armed, crossed, or moving aggressively, direct eye contact, or even staring. So that's what I'm telling you. Polite eye contact, not staring. We cannot stare. Staring is becomes aggressive. Interrupts others while speaking, make others feel small or insignificant, and they stereotype others. So aggressive behavior has its own strength, but that is required, maybe not, required for any other kind of job profile. But in BFSI, especially in customer service and relationship management, people are not looking at aggressive people. So confident and commanding when required. However, aggressive people are often insensitive to others' rights and needs. That I told you, they are insensitive to others. They are very focused on their own rights, but they are insensitive to the rights and needs of others. May adopt a sarcastic or hostile attitude, interrupts or talk over others without listening. So they are not very good at listening. So for some profession, it may be good, but definitely not for the BFSI space. Now we will look in aggressive, passive aggressive. They have high understanding, but low enthusiasm. Often gentle comments and suggestions in discussion and conversation. They are more interested in building better relationship. Avoids jeoparding a positive conversation climate to push even their important points on hand. So these are positive aggressive, passive aggressive. So they have an open posture, they have a good eye contact, they are friendly and smiling. So they have their own strengths. So these people are very good for customer service. So they keep their discussion and conversation calm and friendly. Gently offer a lot of ideas and suggestions. So they are not very overpowering. However, may come to the point about what they need. They may not come to the point. So consideration for self is low. May become upset in face of high aggression or anger. So consideration for self is low. So they also have some drawbacks. However, if you look at assertive behavior, this is the kind of behavior which is assertive. So both the dominance and consideration for others is high. So the good point about them would be that they will be able to talk up for themselves. Also, they are good and in listening to others' point of view as well. So assertive is the behavior which we have to display in the interview as well. So there would be instances where the interviewer will try to put you off guard, but we have to maintain an assertive behavior. That means we have to be confident and towards ourselves and also to the interviewer. So this is what is expected out of a good professional or a person in the interview. So they are high on both. They are high on enthusiasm and high on understanding. They have high feeling of self-esteem. They state needs, wants, and feeling in an honest manner and also sensitive to others' needs and rights. They first listen to others. So consideration for self as well as consideration for others is high. And this is what is expected of a professional. So as we've been talking about, it is not only what we say, but also what we display. So our body language also behaves in the same way as we think. So assertive because they are confident about themselves and they feel good about others also. So their body language is relaxed. They have slightly leaning forward posture. What does slightly leaning forward posture tell you? If somebody has a leaning forward posture, what does it tell you? क्या बताता है अगर आप थोड़ा सा आगे की तरफ झुके हुए हैं? What
Ma'am, it shows we are ready to hear, and
correct,
that means we are serious about what is being told to us.
correct. Yeah, so this is the body language which assertive people will display because they have high regards for self as well high regards for others. They make good eye contact, and I've told you several times, eye contact is a way of building trust, because when you are able to make an eye contact, it tells you that you are speaking the truth. So eye contact is a way of gaining trust. They have their modulated voice. Question the other person while listening to them. So they are good at both. They are good at listening as well as speaking. And because they can understand people better, they paraphrase to display active listening skills. पैराफ्रेज का मतलब अपनी भाषा में बोला या अपने वर्ड्स में बोला. तो किसी ने बोला है कुछ, आप तभी उसको समझ सकते हो जब आप उसको कंफर्म करो. सो असर्टिव पीपल पैराफ्रेज टू डिस्प्ले एक्टिव लिसनिंग स्किल. So assertive people, as we've seen, is the most positive behavior out of everyone. So they achieve the results without denying others' right. So interpersonal skills are also very important for succeeding in your career. If you fight with everyone and all that stuff, you might be able to achieve your goals, but when it comes to looking for people at a leadership position, people might not consider you because you are not considerate to others. So assertive behavior is the most sought out behavior in professional life today as well. So we have to work towards achieving that and at least display. So assertives are proactive and solution oriented. They don't blame others. They are solution oriented, value the feeling and needs of others, and listen effectively. One weakness: may not coach others who are less assertive. But in all, assertive people are the people who are. So now you can look at this. So यही मैं आपको समझाने की कोशिश कर रही थी. So this is enthusiasm or dominance, या consideration for self. Then this is consideration for others or understanding. Okay, so assertive people have high understanding and also high enthusiasm. So they are considerate for both own rights as well as rights of others. Aggressive people are only concerned about their rights because their understanding for others is less. Passive people are low both in enthusiasm as well as understanding. Receptive people are high on understanding but low on enthusiasm. So this is the graph which can help you understand how can you look at the behavior of others with respect to understanding for others and enthusiasm. So how does an assertive people behave? So we've seen for an assertive people, enthusiasm is high, consideration for self is high. So he clearly defines his needs and wants in his communication. Sends messages that have no hidden agenda. What he says is what he means to say. तो क्लियर है ना, उसको इधर उधर कुछ बात नहीं करना, उसको क्लियरली बोलना है. So he sends messages that have no hidden agenda. He has the ability to initiate, continue, and terminate conversation. So he's not waiting for somebody else to initiate. He'll go and initiate the conversation on his own because he's confident of himself. Even consideration for others is high. So he has the ability to initiate, continue, and terminate conversation. So we've seen understanding for others is also high. So make statements, convey respect to the listener. On the other hand, assertive person will never do it because assertive के लिए consideration for others is low, but an assertive person, the consideration for others is also high. So I want you to pay attention on this because this is what you will have to do in the interview if you want to appear as an assertive person. Okay. So assertive और aggressive में आपको डिफरेंस समझ में आ गया होगा. कोई मुझे बता सकता है एक्सेप्ट फॉर खुशबू एंड अर्पिता? Anybody can tell me the difference between assertive and aggressive? कुछ डिफरेंस है कि कुछ डिफरेंस नहीं है एग्रेसिव और असर्टिव में? राहुल, क्या हुआ? कहाँ है राहुल?
यस मैम.
हाँ, क्या डिफरेंस है असर्टिव और एग्रेसिव में? कोई डिफरेंस है कि कुछ नहीं है?
मैम है.
क्या डिफरेंस है?
मैम असर्टिव में मैम जो पर्सन होगा सामने वाले की भी बात मतलब
करेक्ट करेक्ट. सो यही मेन डिफरेंस है.
अंडरस्टैंड करेगा.
करेक्ट
यस मैम.
करेक्ट. सो दोनों डोमिनेंस में हाई है, यू नो. सो असर्टिव पर्सन भी डोमिनेंस में हाई है, एग्रेसिव भी डोमिनेंस में हाई है. पर द डिफरेंस इज असर्टिव पर्सन इज आल्सो हाई ऑन अंडरस्टैंडिंग. वो दूसरे को भी समझता है. एग्रेसिव दूसरे को समझता नहीं. दैट इज एन असर्टिव पर्सन. Or the biggest, you know, the closest example I can hear, you know, I can think of is Mahendra Singh Dhoni in the cricket team. No, विराट कोहली को आप देखो, उसको गुस्सा आता है, दूसरों को कुछ बोलता भी है, पर या महेंद्र सिंह धोनी जो है अपना कूल मेंटेन करता है. उसको जो काम करना है वो करेगा, वो किसी से पीछे नहीं हटेगा, डरेगा नहीं. बट दूसरों को नीचा दिखा के या दूसरों के ऊपर चढ़ के नहीं करेगा वो काम, दूसरों को साथ लेके करेगा. सो यही डिफरेंस है असर्टिव और एग्रेसिव में. एग्रेसिव जो है हाई होते हैं ऑन एंथुसियाज्म, बट दे आर लो ऑन अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ अदर्स. असर्टिव पर्सन ऑन द अदर हैंड इज हाई ऑन एंथुसियाज्म and he's also high on understanding. तो ये लोग सबको साथ लेके चलते हैं. So has उसकी body language क्या होती है? He maintains eye contact. So I cannot emphasize more on the importance of making a eye contact at the time of interview. Has an erect posture, clear speeches, use facial expressions and gestures. He has the ability to say no. Has the ability to ask for favors and make requests. So he is he has you know, he doesn't shy away in expressing his feeling. At the same time, he doesn't have any inhibitions in understanding others, and has the ability to express positive and negative feelings. So assertive है तो सही बात है तो भी बोल देगा, उसको बुरा लगा है तो भी बोल देगा. Yeah. So what is aggressiveness? It's a balance between being a bully and a doormat. So aggressive people are bully. Passive people are doormat. Doormat मतलब कि पायदान, कोई भी आके चला जाए, कोई भी आके कुचल जाए. Okay. So they maintain a balance between being a bully and a doormat. So they love themselves. Also, they have respect and love for others. Assertive, aggressive में अलग है. They only love themselves. They don't have respect for others. So they have a feeling of self-worth, a sense that if you behave a certain way, something predictable will occur. एग्रेसिव, अगर हम असर्टिव नहीं है तो क्या होगा? एग्रेसिव है तो भी प्रॉब्लम है, खूब लड़ाई झगड़ा होगा, और अगर पैसिव है तो भी प्रॉब्लम होगा. तो दोनों में प्रॉब्लम है. आपने देखा होगा कि कई बार देयर आर पीपल इन द फैमिली, तो वो रोज में तो कुछ नहीं बोलेंगे, पर एक दिन अचानक से उनका वॉल्केनो फट जाता है, बिकॉज दे हैव बीन suppressing their rights or their feelings, and one day they will burst. So अगर आप assertive नहीं है, so that is दोनों तरफ से प्रॉब्लम है. अगर आप पैसिव है तो भी, रिसेप्टिव है तो भी, और एग्रेसिव है तो भी. So the best way to succeed in life is being assertive. So if you're not assertive, that means if you're not able to express your feeling, you can get into depression, resentment, and frustration. All the three of them are negative feelings, and we have seen negative feeling give rise to negative behavior. जब हम डिप्रेस होते हैं तो क्या करते हैं? खुद को कमरे में लॉक कर देते हैं, किसी से बात नहीं करते हैं, राइट? फ्रस्ट्रेटेड होते हैं तो हम इरिटेटेड होते हैं. So negative feelings bring in negative behavior. So if you want to bring in a positive behavior, our feelings also have to be positive. So how can you become assertive? So the first step is being honest with what is relevant, being honest to self. Decide on what is agreeable and what's not. Stick to your bottom line or stick to your convictions. Communicate on equal terms. So ये हमने देखा ना, assertive में ये different होता है from aggressive, that they treat people with respect. So communicate on equal terms. So हम लोग communication में क्या होता है ना, कभी कभी किसी से डर जाते हैं और कभी किसी के ऊपर हावी होने की कोशिश करते हैं. Both are negative. To be assertive, we have to communicate on equal terms.
हेलो.
Yes. हाँ.
यस मैम, मुझे अभी एक फोन आया था. यस मैम.
हाँ.
अभी जस्ट मुझे एक फोन आया था. वही फोन पे से आया था मैम.
आवाज नहीं सुनाई नहीं दिया, डिस्टर्बेंस है बहुत.
हेलो.
हाँ. हाँ.
क्लियर आ रही है?
अब आ रही है. हाँ.
तो मैम मुझे अभी फोन पे से फोन आया था, तो उसने बोला कि
हाँ.
फोन पे कंपनी से मैं बोल रहा हूँ, आपको लॉकडाउन में फोन पे की तरफ से 1999 रुपए दिया जा रहा है.
फ्रॉड था.
यस मैम, बिल्कुल फ्रॉड था. तो वो बोला आप नोटिफिकेशन ऑन कीजिए, अभी आपके वॉलेट में 1999 रुपए पहुंच जाएगा. मैंने
1999. वाह.
उसका नोटिफिकेशन भी आया हुआ है मेरे पास.
अच्छा.
उसपे पे का ऑप्शन दे रहा है. मैंने कहा इस पे पे का ऑप्शन दे रहा है, तो हम बोले पे करने पे तो आपके पास चला जाएगा. तो बोला नहीं नहीं, ये आपके वॉलेट में जाएगा. मतलब ऐसे ऐसे बेवकूफ बना रहे हैं लोग.
पर अभी तो क्या है, मतलब you need to be considerate. Obviously अपना पैसा तो नहीं देंगे, but a lot of people have
तो
lost their
इससे
job.
बाकी लोग भी थोड़ा अलर्ट
हाँ,
हो जाए,
alert
क्योंकि
हो
ऐसे
जाओ.
फोन आने वाले हैं.
करेक्ट, क्राइम बढ़ेगा, फाइनेंशियल क्राइम तो डेफिनेटली बढ़ेगा बिकॉज
बिल्कुल मैम,
पेंडिक में
अभी मैं जैसे ही पे क्लिक करता पूरा पैसा 1999 चला जाता उसके पास।
सो वी हैव टू बी केयरफुल फॉर एवरीथिंग। चोरी डकैती और इस टाइप के फ्रॉड सब कुछ बढ़ेंगे क्योंकि पीपल हैव a lot of people have become unemployed because of the pandemic. तो बहुत खराब हालत है अभी। आई होप इन द नेक्स्ट 6 months 7 months कुछ अच्छा हो जाए, पर एज ऑफ नाउ तो वी आर गोइंग थ्रू वेरी बैड टाइम्स। आपने अपने आसपास भी देखा होगा, इट इज नॉट अ वेरी पॉजिटिव सिचुएशन बट
ऐसा लॉकडाउन में तो और मैम ऐसा ही होगा, लास्ट टाइम भी ऐसे ही हो रहे थे, बहुत फ्रॉड हो रहे थे फाइनेंशियल।
अगर लॉकडाउन नहीं
फिर
होगा
से
तो
वही
इतनी डेथ हो
हाल हो
रही
गया।
है, लॉकडाउन नहीं हो रहा है तो कितनी डेथ्स हो रही हैं, ये भी तो है।
Yes.
Catch 22 situation. Anyways, hopefully we'll come out of it very soon. दूसरे वाले राहुल के घर में सब ठीक ठाक है ना?
मैम वो शादी अटेंड
यस मैम, मेरी कल बात हुई।
शादी अटेंड कर रहा है?
यस मैम, बिकॉज वो ना अपना फोटो डाल रहे हैं स्टेटस पे तो उससे मुझे पता चला।
हाँ, उसकी सिस्टर की शादी थी मैम।
अच्छा,
आजकल शादियों का
अरे शादियों का तो सीजन है बट यू हैव टू बी केयरफुल जिस हिसाब से चल रहा है आजकल।
अब तो गवर्नमेंट 20 लोगों को ही अलाउ की है।
20 लोग का अलाउ किया?
हाँ 20।
तो अच्छा है।
तो हमारे साइड तो शादी या तो कैंसिल कर दीजिए या तो मंदिर में कर लीजिए, ये है।
हाँ
तो अच्छा है ना, दिस इज प्रॉब्ली द राइट टाइम टू गेट मैरिड। पैसा कम खर्च होगा खाने में।
यस मैम, पैसे भी कम खर्च होंगे फालतू के।
हाँ
पैसे भी हिंदू मैरिज में बहुत फालतू खर्च होते हैं।
करेक्ट। Okay, chalo. So let us look at listening skills. So we have seen communication is not only about sending message, it is also about feedback and decoding. And good communication skills will also involve listening skills. और especially जिस field में हम जाना चाहते हैं, तो अगर हमने देखा है, we have seen that financial planning, for us, it is important to first to understand the customer profile and then suggest him इन्वेस्टमेंट प्रोडक्ट्स। जिस फील्ड में हम जाना चाहते हैं उसमें लिसनिंग स्किल बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, क्योंकि जब आप ढंग से लिसन करोगे तभी तो आपको पता चलेगा कि कस्टमर को चाहिए क्या। सो लिसनिंग स्किल इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर कम्युनिकेशन एंड ऑल्सो टू सक्सीड इन आवर फील्ड। ओके, तो इन दोनों पिक्चर में कुछ आपको सिमिलैरिटी लग रही है या कुछ डिफरेंस लग रहा है?
पर्सन है, सिमिलरिटी है कि दोनों एक ही पर्सन है।
मैम सेकंड वाला पैसिव लग रहा है।
ओके, और फर्स्ट वाला
असर्टिव लग रहा है।
फर्स्ट वाला असर्टिव लग रहा है। कैसे पता किया आपने? इसे तो कुछ बोला भी नहीं।
Facial expression.
फेशियल एक्सप्रेशन एंड द इमेज ही इज पोर्ट्रेइंग। एक्चुअली ये एक फिल्म है, अगर आपको कभी टाइम मिले तो देखिएगा। इट्स अ वेरी मोटिवेटिंग फिल्म। फिल्म का नाम है द परस्यूट ऑफ हैप्पीनेस, हैप्पीनेस विद अ वाई। परस्यूट ऑफ हैप्पीनेस, उसमें विल स्मिथ इस अमेरिकन एक्टर का नाम है। तो ही इज अ सेल्स पर्सन, बट सेल्स में वो बहुत सक्सेसफुल नहीं रहा है एंड he even loses his house and he has to take care of his child. His wife leaves him. However, with his grit and determination, he becomes one of the best investment banker. He is an investment banker or investment advisor. तो कभी अगर आपको टाइम मिले तो ये मूवी देखने की कोशिश करिएगा। So same person in two different situations. This is when he's going through the bad time in his life. He doesn't have a house, even have a house. उसमें दिखाया गया है कि वो जाके सड़क पे सोता है या फिर पब्लिक स्पेस में सोता है, और पब्लिक स्पेस में अगर जगह नहीं मिलती है तो जाके रेलवे स्टेशन के टॉयलेट्स मिस होता है. So that is the movie. And then he works hard, he does some certifications and a lot of learning and becomes an investment advisor. So these same person but different mindset, different body language will pass on different message. So this is what even your interviewer says, and you have only 30 seconds to make that impression. In that 30 seconds, the interviewer is going to make an impression about your education level, your economic level, your social position, your level of sophistication and level of success. Right? So कई बार होता है ना, हम बोलते हैं हमारा इंटरव्यू तो पता नहीं कैसा हुआ, कुछ पूछा ही नहीं. इंटरव्यू में तो कुछ पूछा ही नहीं. अब इंटरव्यू में कुछ क्यों नहीं पूछा? क्योंकि in the first 30 seconds you were not able to make that impression. अगर पहले 30 सेकेंड आपने गवा दिए तो the interviewer will not going to give you any kind of chance to present yourself. पहले 30 seconds are very important. Therefore, the way you dress up, the way you make the eye contact, the facial expressions you have, all those are very important to make an impression on someone. In the next 4 minutes, the person can decide your trustworthiness, compassion, reliability, intelligence, capability, humility, friendliness and confidence. तो बहुत टाइम नहीं लगता है. जैसे आप अंदर घुसते हैं, इंटरव्यूअर आपके एजुकेशन क्वालिफिकेशन स्टेटस वगैरह उससे जज कर लेता है. उसके बाद द मोमेंट यू सिट एंड यू स्टार्ट यू गेट टॉकिंग, इन द नेक्स्ट 4 minutes ही विल नो अबाउट ऑल दीज थिंग्स. तो इसीलिए आपने देखा होगा कि इंटरव्यू में व्हेन पीपल डोंट सक्सीड, जैसे यार कुछ पूछा ही नहीं, बस बुला के बिठाया और फिर कह दिया जाओ, बिकॉज in 5 minutes the interview would have made an impression about you. So you just have 5 minutes. जैसे शाहरुख खान बोलता है ना, 70 मिनट है तुम्हारे पास 70 मिनट नहीं है. You just have 5 minutes to make a good or bad impression on the interviewer. Obviously, if you want to succeed, if you want to get the job, we will have to make a good impression on the interviewer. तो ये सोच के मत जाओ, जब वो मुझसे पूछेगा तो I will tell everything from your body language to your posture, the way you sit, the way you wish him, everything is making an impression on him. To succeed, you will have to make a good impression. So the way you are dressed up, the way you behave, the communication is a way that reflect your expectations. So I think we have spoken about it. Impression management, the ABC of impression management. A is for your appearance, B is for your behavior, and C is for your communication. So these are the 3 components of making good impression. Okay. तो अपीयरेंस के बारे में हम काफी बार बात कर चुके हैं. आई होप ऑल ऑफ यू हैव एटलीस्ट 1 pair of clothes which you can wear in the interview, which will give a professional impression about you. The behavior, the way you enter, the way you open the doorknob, you take permission. एंड ऑल्सो अगर इंटरव्यूअर आपको बैठने के लिए नहीं बोल रहा है तो तुरंत बैठने की कोशिश ना करो. आस्क, वेट फॉर हिम टू टेल यू टू सिट डाउन. डोंट सिट ऑन योर ओन, और डोंट आस्क सर कैन आई सिट डाउन. So wait for him. So that will be displayed by your behavior, and then finally your communication by the way you answer the question asked. So ABC. तो हमको इन तीनों पे ध्यान देना है. तो कई बार क्या होता है कि मैंने तो सारे क्वेश्चन का आंसर दिया फिर भी मेरा सिलेक्शन नहीं हुआ. क्यों नहीं हुआ? बिकॉज ऑफ मे बी दीज 2 थिंग्स. या कुछ पूछा नहीं और फिर भी भगा दिया बिकॉज ऑफ दिस. So if we want to succeed in an interview, we'll have to take care of all this: our appearance, our behavior, and our communication. And as we have seen, our communication is affected by a behavior, तो यहाँ पे हमको positive behavior रखना पड़ेगा for positive communication. You only have one opportunity to make a good impression. No, तो ये तो मुझे ज्यादा बताने की जरूरत नहीं है. Why good impression, good or positive impression? Because people will select you only if you have made a positive impression on them. If you have not made a positive impression, they will not select you. And here you might not even get a chance to meet them again. So first impressions are last impression. Experience validate first impressions. So the way you handle yourself reveals a lot about you. Knowing the right things to do and say can make a tremendous difference. So everything from your attitude, your behavior is also affected by your attitude. So your attitude, your appearance, your behavior are direct reflection on you or your they help in making or breaking your impression. So for making a first impression, you have to first know who's your audience. So for example, if you're going for an interview to get a job in a bank, the way you'll dress up will be very different. If you're going for an interview in maybe, a radio station, or you want to be an RJ, the way you dress up would be different. So determine your audience. What will be their expectation? तो बैंक में जा रहे हो तो बैंक में सबसे बड़ी चीज क्या है? ट्रस्ट. बैंक में सबसे बड़ी चीज ट्रस्ट है. So you have to appear as trustworthy. So identify their expectation, establish objectives, dress, behave and communicate in a way that reflect audience expectation. So ये तो simple है ना. We only buy things or we only take up things which meet our expectation. So interview crack करने का simple तरीका है कि पहले expectation समझो और उस expectation के हिसाब से अपने को present करो. तो इसीलिए कभी भी आप इंटरव्यू पे जा रहे हो तो reading the job description becomes very very important, because that will tell you what is the expectation of the interviewer, and you have to present yourself as per their expectation. इसीलिए I always suggest कि अगर आप डिफरेंट जॉब प्रोफाइल के लिए जा रहे हो तो आपका सीवी, आपका जो रिज्यूम है वो भी डिफरेंट होना चाहिए, क्योंकि हर जॉब प्रोफाइल के अपने अलग एक्सपेक्टेशन होने चाहिए. टू इंक्रीज योर चांसेस ऑफ सिलेक्शन you have to meet the you have to present yourself meeting the expectation in that job profile. So it's a good idea to read the job description and make your resume as per that. अच्छा, कितने लोगों ने अपना रिज्यूम बनाया है? एमआरटिकस वाली फॉर्मेट आपको मिली है?
मैम रिज्यूम तो बनाया है पर ऐसा कोई स्पेसिफिक फॉर्मेट नहीं मिला है.
Yes, ma'am.
So what I will do is I will send the Ematicus format to you. तो सब लोग उसमें अपना रिज्यूम बना लीजिए, because then we will have a session also on your resume making and interview skills. तो आप सब लोग अपना उसमें रिज्यूम बना लीजिएगा. By today day end I will send you the resume format. Okay. हाँ, तो मेरे हिसाब से हर जॉब प्रोफाइल के लिए आपका एक अलग रिज्यूम होना चाहिए, so that you can meet the expectation. You know the expectation and you meet those expectations. So your appearance, the type of clothes you wear, your color, wardrobe and grooming, your behavior, etiquette, civility, and attitude, and your communication, both verbal and non-verbal. And in certain interviews or certain organization, your written communication is also checked. Written communication is checked because whether you will be able to send written communication to customers or internally. So that is also checked. So etiquettes to define are the accepted norms. Corporate etiquettes would mean etiquettes which are expected in corporates or as per the corporate behavior. And corporate, you have to pay attention on the task on hand rather than anything else. So corporate etiquettes are subtle, redefining difference which enable people to excel and succeed in today's corporate culture. So succeed in office, you have to follow the office etiquettes, being self-aware and use common sense. Then mind your own business, don't be too nosy. तो जैसे हम देखते हैं कि पड़ोस वाली आंटी इज मोर कंसर्न अबाउट कि हम जिंदगी में क्या कर रहे हैं या हमारा सैलरी पैकेज कितना है. बट इन कॉर्पोरेट लाइफ इट डजंट वर्क. You have to concentrate on what is important. You can't be nosy. So mind your own business. Avoid very strong cologne. So we have seen that corporate etiquettes are subtle. हर चीज सटल होती है, बहुत ओवर पावरिंग नहीं होता है. तो जो आप परफ्यूम यूज कर रहे हैं, also that has to be subtle. And for ladies, the makeup has to be subtle. The nail paint you use, the lipstick shade you use, everything has to be subtle. Punctuality and discipline are important. And I often say कि ये सब चीजें हमको स्कूल में सिखाई गई थी, पर कॉलेज में जाके हम भूल गए हैं. आपको खुद भी एक्सपीरियंस किया होगा कि हाउ पंक्चुअल यू हैड टू बी इन स्कूल, यू हैड टू बी डिसिप्लिन. बहाने नहीं चलते थे कि मैम भूल गए होमवर्क करना, राइट? इफ एनीबॉडी हैड एनी अदर एक्सपीरियंस?
यस मैम, राइट.
स्कूल में तो कोई बहाना नहीं चलता था ना कि मैम आज हम सो गए थे, हमने अपना काम नहीं किया, हमें याद नहीं रहा. और अगर ऐसे करते थे तो फिर बहुत पनिशमेंट्स भी होते थे. तो पंक्चुअलिटी और डिसिप्लिन हमें स्कूल में सिखाया गया, बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली कॉलेज तक आते आते हम भूल गए. बट दीज आर इंपॉर्टेंट स्किल्स रिक्वायर्ड फॉर वर्किंग इन अ कॉर्पोरेट. सो यू हैव टू रीच इन टाइम. Every day your boss will not listen to your excuse of very heavy traffic or your bike not working properly. So you have to be punctual and disciplined. Every company has a dress code. So bank, तो जैसे मैंने बोला कि बहुत bankers boring होते हैं, they always are dressed up in formal. So they don't wear t-shirts and jeans to work. They are supposed to wear shirts and trousers, that too light colored shirts and dark colored trousers. So business dress attire. Okay, maintain good communication. Keep your germ to yourself, and it become all the more important in this pandemic. इस पेंडेमिक के अपने रूल्स आ गए हैं कि you have to wear a mask, you have to maintain a 3 feet distance. So all that needs to be followed. And professional life is different than your personal life. And the sooner we realize the difference, the better it is. So अगर आप कोई जॉब प्रोफाइल पढ़ेंगे ना, कई बार उसमें लिखा भी होता है should be a self motivated. गौरव का माइक म्यूट कर देते हैं, म्यूट कर दिया गौरव ने. Okay, तो आप जॉब प्रोफाइल पढ़ोगे ना तो कई बार लिखा होता है शुड बी अ सेल्फ स्टार्टर, शुड बी सेल्फ मोटिवेटेड. क्योंकि ऑफिस में किसी के पास टाइम नहीं होता है कि आपको बिठा के मोटिवेट करता रहे. जितना भी हम लोग ने ऐश करनी थी वो हमारी जिंदगी का टाइम खत्म हो गया है. सो आवर फ्रेंड्स, आवर टीचर्स, आवर पेरेंट्स हैव मोटिवेटेड इन लाइफ, बट नाउ वी हैव टू बी सेलिब्रेटेड because nobody in the office has the time to motivate you. So don't get too much hassle by that. You have to be self-motivated. So stay positive and self-motivated. You are paid for doing a job, so be committed to your job, to your work. Also, companies have very strict policies about using the digital medium. So if you're using something, you are posting something, you cannot be of offensive nature. If you are representing a company, you have to be very careful of what you are posting online. And treat every employee with same respect. So we've seen assertiveness is what people are looking at. They're not looking at aggressive people. Aggressive do not respect others, whereas assertive respect themselves as well as others. So treat every employee with same respect. No matter your job or your title, always hold yourself high standard. So we have seen this. Assertive people have high respect for themselves as well as high respect for others. Also, there are some restroom etiquette also by keeping it clean and maintaining proper hygiene. तो ये कोई नई चीज नहीं है, ये सब हमने अपने स्कूल में सीखा है, स्कूल में किया भी है. But the 3 years of college have spoiled us. तो वहाँ पे we are trained to portray a bindas image, which is good. But if you want to succeed in corporate life, you have to follow the corporate etiquettes. There are some cubicle etiquettes also. So आपने देखा होगा कि office में अब cubicles होते हैं, means which are open, but there are some etiquettes which you need to maintain. So you should not enter another person's cubicle unless you are invited. You should not interrupt someone who is on the telephone by using sign language or any other means of communication. So this is personal etiquette as well. If somebody is talking on the phone, don't try to grab his attention because he is already engaged. Should think twice before interrupting someone who appears deep in thought. You should be aware of how your voice projects. You should realize that speaker phones and cubicles don't make. So if you are sitting in a cubicle, you will have many people sitting around. So don't use speaker phone. If you have a problem in holding on your phone, maybe you can look at using the earphones, but definitely not speaker. Also, you should not discuss confidential matter in cubicle setting. So in corporate life, you have internal as well as external customers. Internal customers are people who work for the same company or your colleagues, whereas external customers are your customers who buy your product. So even if you're not dealing with directed customers directly, you're dealing with your colleagues who are your internal customers. So you should realize that everything you say makes an impression on your internal customers. You should not make or receive personal telephone call during the workday. Or banking with all the more difficult. Usually banks do not allow their cashiers to have a phone because disturb them, or that will take away their attention from cash. So attending personal calls in office is not suggested. So you should not establish eye contact with someone when you would prefer not to be interrupted. You shall stand up and walk towards the entrance of your cubicle when you would like an impromptu meeting short. You shall realize that speaker phones and this we have seen. So basically, the thing which we have to learn from this is that we have to respect our colleagues as well, their privacy, and also we have to keep our behavior subtle, and that is the expectation of corporate culture, that things are not too overpowering, they are subtle. So as a part of your job profile, you might also have to make some telephone and also receive telephone calls. So when you are receiving calls or making calls, you have to identify yourself. Here you're not making a call as per as an individual, you are making a call as a representative of the company. So identify yourself when making a call. Confirm that you are speaking with the person who you intend to speak with. So address the caller by name. Keep conversation brief and never be impatient. Listen carefully and don't interrupt. When you're talking on the phone, even if the person does not see you, he can hear your emotions or your behavior through the phone. So do not chew anything while speaking on the phone. The listener would know immediately. In case if you want to put the caller on hold, and which often happens in corporate environment, if you wish to put the caller on hold, request his permission to do so, and close your conversation with an appropriate salutation. So abruptly, this is what you cannot end the call abruptly. So close your conversation with appropriate salutation. Now, in our interpersonal relationship, it might be required for us to ask certain questions, and especially, when you are in a sales call. We have seen in financial planning, we have to collect the data. How do you collect the data? There can be a questionnaire, or probably sometimes you might have to ask some questions to the customer. Now there is a technique of answering questions. Technique of putting questions, because all of us do not like to be questioned. Okay. So you have to use your questioning skills as well. So we can ask questions to evaluate what an individual knows, to help the individual learn the material, to check the comprehension, and in business meeting during appraisal or interview. So this is much later, but in the interview also, the interviewer might ask you to ask some questions. So type of questions can be open-ended question, close-ended questions, probe questions, leading questions, inspiring questions. The open-ended questions are questions which open the conversation. Close-ended questions actually close the conversation. So for example, I ask you a question. For example, तुमने बाहुबली देखी? Anyone? खुशबू, बाहुबली देखी? बाहुबली मूवी देखी है? Yes, खुशबू, your answer.
No, ma'am, I have not.
हाँ. So क्या हुआ? खुशबू के पास दो ही ऑप्शन थे. She could have said yes, or she could have said no. So this is a closed-ended question. So questions which the answer is in one word or two words. One word is a closed-ended question and it closes the conversation. तो अगर आप ऐसे questions पूछोगे अपने at the beginning of the conversation, you will not get any reply. So for getting more information, you have to ask open-ended questions. So किसने देखी है बाहुबली? किसी ने देखी है बाहुबली? या शोले?
यस
गौरव ने देखी. ओके.
Yes, ma'am.
दोनों पार्ट में.
Okay, good. Okay, very good. तो गौरव, if I ask you, बाहुबली में क्या क्या अच्छा लगा? बाहुबली में क्या अच्छा लगा?
मैम उसमें बहुत से सीन है जो अच्छे लगे. एक तो स्टार्टिंग पार्ट सबसे अच्छा लगा. सेकंड पार्ट उतना सही नहीं है, बट फर्स्ट.
और
जो उसमें उसका महल दिखाया गया है, वो बहुत अच्छा है, वो सीन.
So I hope you have seen the difference between that. Yes, Rahul, you want to answer that question?
Ma'am, leadership quality.
अच्छा, ओके. लीडरशिप क्वालिटी आपको पसंद आई? ओके.
मुझे प्रभास की एक्टिंग.
अच्छा, ओके. प्रभास की एक्टिंग पसंद आई.
अच्छी एक्टिंग.
तो आपने देखा कि इस टाइप के क्वेश्चन से मुझे कितने सारे आंसर्स मिल रहे हैं. लोग सोच सोच के बता रहे हैं, राइट? तो ओपन एंडेड क्वेश्चंस वो होते हैं which allow the other person to speak up, to open up and give you a lot of information. हाँ, तो क्लोज एंडेड क्वेश्चंस के आंसर्स बहुत जल्दी आ जाएंगे, बट ओपन एंडेड के क्वेश्चंस सोच सोच के लोग बताते हैं. तो जब आपको ज्यादा इंफॉर्मेशन कलेक्ट करनी है, you will should ask open ended question, और जब आपको specific question specific information चाहिए, in that case you ask close ended questions. Okay, so financial planning for example, आप कस्टमर से किस टाइप के क्वेश्चंस पूछेंगे?
मैम ओपन एंडेड.
To start the conversation you will ask open ended so that you can collect a lot of information. Yeah, और उसके बाद जब आपने probably financial goals सब identify कर लिया है, then probably you will ask close ended question for the confirmation. Okay, so दोनों टाइप के क्वेश्चंस पूछने हैं, बट किस टाइप के कौन सा क्वेश्चन पूछना है that will differ depending on your requirement. तो प्रोबिंग क्वेश्चन, प्रोब आपने सुना होगा ना, सीबीआई प्रोब हो रहा है, पुलिस प्रोब हो रहा है. प्रोब का क्या मतलब है? राहुल बता पाएगा इसका मतलब, प्रोब का क्या मतलब है? बोलते हैं ना कि सीबीआई प्रोब के लिए ऑर्डर किया है उन्होंने. हाँ, now probing questions are questions where you are looking for. हाँ, yes Rahul.
मैम प्रॉब्लम
नहीं, प्रॉब्लम नहीं. प्रोबिंग का मतलब प्रॉब्लम से नहीं है. प्रोबिंग क्वेश्चन आर इज टू गेट अ स्पेसिफिक आंसर. नाउ एक क्वेश्चन से आपका स्पेसिफिक आंसर नहीं आएगा. यू हैव टू आस्क अ सीरीज ऑफ क्वेश्चंस टू गेट टू द प्रोब और द रूट कॉज. सो प्रोबिंग क्वेश्चंस होते हैं टू अनकवर समथिंग. So probing questions are a series of closed-ended questions. मतलब आपको specific answer ही चाहिए, but उसके आगे आपको you have to ask a series of questions to get to the exact information you are looking for. So probing questions are questions which you are trying to find out specific information. Then leading questions. Leading questions मतलब they lead other person to into thinking. So for example, आपने अभी कस्टमर के पास गए हैं, उसका बेटा है 3 साल का, आपके सामने खेल रहा है ना. आप कस्टमर से पूछते हैं सर आपने इंश्योरेंस लिया है? तो कस्टमर बोलता है नहीं नहीं मुझे इंश्योरेंस बेचने की कोशिश मत करो. Now customer is not interested in that and he's like wary of having insurance. So how do you lead him into that? So you ask him, sir आप अपने बच्चे के भविष्य के बारे में आपने कुछ सोचा है? अभी वो उसका बच्चा 3 साल का है, हो सकता है उसने नहीं सोचा हो. This will lead him to think into it. So those are leading questions. Inspiring questions are questions which inspire you or help you move into one direction. So depending on the situation, you will have to ask different kind of questions. So जैसे मैंने आपको बताया, open-ended questions demand as much information as possible, and open-ended questions start with why, what, who, when, where, how. से आपको you will get lot of information. Close-ended questions जैसे मैंने बोला, they are a precise answer. They lead to simple yes or no word answer. तो यहाँ पे close-ended question में कस्टमर को या किसी को भी ज्यादा सोचना नहीं पड़ता है, one word answer है. Open-ended questions में the person has to think before replying. Okay, so probing question, find more details and need clarification, want to prevent misunderstanding. So probing questions are a series of closed-ended questions to get specific information. And inspiring questions, useful for motivational speeches, good for coaching. So जो आपने सुमित भारद्वाज जी है ना नाम, जो एक इंस्पिरेशनल स्पीकर है, मोटिवेशनल स्पीकर है, क्या नाम है उसका? कौन है? भारद्वाज करके
संदीप माहेश्वरी है.
संदीप माहेश्वरी.
करेक्ट, संदीप माहेश्वरी, राइट. तो आपने देखा है वो कितने मोटिवेशनल क्वेश्चन पूछता है. So these are inspiring questions used for motivational speeches. Leading questions. So I gave you an example. Want to lead the other person in a direction of your choice. Good for getting answers you want while allowing freedom of choice. यू नो। तो अगर आप अब जो मैंने आपको एग्जांपल दिया, आप जो है कस्टमर को ये नहीं बोल रहे हो कि इंश्योरेंस ले लो, आप उसको लीड करवा रहे हो, यू आर लीडिंग हिम टू थिंक अबाउट इंश्योरेंस। No, so you ask for personal preference. So I think it's a great color. Don't you think so? Shall we all agree to this action? So getting a yes. Assume facts. How bad was the speech? So you can either get this book at this cost or you will settle for a cheaper one. So you give a choice. So there's a huge difference between college and corporate. Corporate is more like your school. जो स्ट्रिक्ट हम लोग यू नो डिसिप्लिन और पंक्चुअलिटी को फॉलो करते थे स्कूल में, आपका कॉर्पोरेट भी वैसा ही है। कैंपस में आपको यू नो थोड़ी सी फ्रीडम मिल जाती थी, बट वो कॉर्पोरेट में नहीं मिलेगी। आप ड्रेसिंग ही देखो, स्कूल में तो ड्रेसिंग कितनी फॉर्मल होती थी, यूनिफॉर्म ही पहन के जानी है, शूज पॉलिश होने ही है, टाई की नॉट ढंग से बंधी होनी है, ये सब स्कूल में होता था ना। सो ड्रेसिंग इज फॉर्मल। पंक्चुअलिटी, टाइम मैनेजमेंट इज इम्पोर्टेंट। Campus, and when I say campus, I you know only include college campus, क्योंकि स्कूल में तो हम सब करते थे, फिर अचानक से वो 3 सालों में हमारे ऊपर बहुत सारा चेंज आ गया, हम सब कुछ भूल गए। Will you agree to it or not? क्लास 10th या 12th तक जब तक भी आप स्कूल में गए हैं, स्कूल में बहुत डिसिप्लिन रहते थे एवरीवन। कोई एक्सेप्शन है? राहुल, गौरव, देवेश, सिद्धार्थ, स्कूल में तो एकदम परफेक्ट ना?
यस मैम।
यस मैम।
भूल गए, वही हमको करना है। हाँ
यस,
है ना, तो स्कूल वाला ही हमको करना है।
हमें तो वैसे करता है।
गौरव, आपकी आवाज बहुत एको कर रही है। Anyway.
मैं बोल रहा हूँ हमें तो ग्रेजुएशन में भी पूरा वेल मेंटेन होकर जाना पड़ता था।
अच्छा, गुड। अगर वैसा तो अच्छा, इसीलिए वो दैट हैबिट हैज कंटिन्यूड, सो यू आल्सो नाउ आल्सो यू ड्रेस अप फॉर्मली कंपेयर्ड टू अदर्स, सो गुड। एनीवेज, so corporate में it is more like school where you have to dress formal, time management is important, responsible behavior is expected. अब यहाँ पे ये थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट है, नॉलेज हैज टू बी प्रैक्टिकल। तो आपने सर्टिफिकेशन किया है, बट यू शुड आल्सो नो हाउ टू यूज दैट। टीम वर्क इज अ नॉर्म। In campus, individual achievements are important. Knowledge is theoretical. You pay the fees. Time management may not be priority. Dressing is informal. Not much responsibility to be taken up. However, in corporate, teamwork is normal. Knowledge has to be practical. You get paid for the work. Time management is important. Dressing is formal, and you are expected to have a responsible behavior. Okay. So I think we'll end a session here today, and tomorrow again we will continue with some corporate etiquettes which we need to learn, and some behavior which we have to display in the interview. Okay. Any other thing you want to add or say? No. Okay. Fine. So we'll meet tomorrow then. Bye bye.
Nice.
बाय।